Hi, today we talk about the week 3 lab. So this is regarding on how to make connection between visual machine and also how to use several tools. This tool is used to gain information of packet data and also other information. So this is the content that I will teach you guys. I will start with the Linux image, terminology, online tools, how to download virtual machine. In this case we will use two different virtual machine, which is a vmware, and also another thing is a Virtualbox. Next we will learn how to set up virtual machine, how to configure the network between them, and also tutorial for students that did not bring the laptop, and also basic commands of Linux terminals. Okay, first we go Linux image. So in this tutorial we will use two different Linux image. The first one, CaliOS. CaliOS basically is a Debian based Linux distribution aimed at advanced penetration testing and security auditing. The second Linux image that we use is COS30015, 2014, which is a virtual machine that contains most of the challenges faced by players during the 2014 cyber security challenge. Basically, it's like a dummy virtual machine that usually used as a dummy server. So this link is referred to uh, download links for this Linux image. Okay, so before we go further, we need to understand the terminology that we use in this lab. The first one, IP address. As we know, IP address is a internet protocol, which is a numerical label assigned to each device connected to a computer that use the internet protocol for communication. Second one, loopback address. Loopback address is actually is like a special IP address, usually 127.0.0.1. It is reserved by Intel NIC for use in testing network cards. Daemon. Daemon basically is a type of program of unique-like operation system that run unobtrusively in the background rather than under the direct control of a user, waiting to be activated by the occurrence of a specific event or condition. So what we can say is like a daemon is like a background process. Next term is a vulnerability. Actually it's like a weakness which is can be exploited by the threat actor, such as attacker, to perform unauthorized set actions within a computer system. TCP. TCP stands for Transmission Control Protocol. Basically, it's like a standard that defines how to establish and maintain a network conversation through which application program can exchange data. SSH stands for Secure Shell. Basically, it's like a cryptographic network protocol for operating network services securely over an unsecure network. Netstat. Netstat basically is like command line network utility that display network connection for transmission control protocol, routing tables, and a number of network interface and network protocol statistics. So these tools that we can get it from www.cvedetest.com. Basically, it's like an online search tool that used to define vulnerability of process and hardware. For example, this tool we can use to define vulnerability of process by searching MySQL. So This is the example of the tools cvedetails.com. Other tools we use the Wireshark. Wireshark we can get it from CaliOS. So it's like a open source packet analyzer. So usually we use for network troubleshooting, analysis, software and communication protocol development, and also education. So this is example of the NetStart tools. So here, if we use type NetStart /a grep TCP. Grep TCP means you want to search a TCP only. Actually, if you netstart.a, it will display many things. So this is a powerful network connection. This one referring to protocol number. This one referring to port. I mean listen or not. Okay, this link is refer to the download links for virtual machine for VMware and Virtualbox. Okay, how to set up the Virtualbox? Okay, basically after we download, so we can execute it and run it. So this is how. First, we need to create new, and after that, we need to fill up some things, and then it will display like this. And then we need to justify the memory size. Usually, I put around 17 to 8 MB. And then for hard disk, we will use an existing virtual hard disk file, because here we will use existing Linux image. So Linux image we can consider as a virtual hard disk file by clicking here, and after that we create. Okay, next is how to set up virtual machine for VMware. After we download and execute the programs, we just open it and then choose open virtual machine here, and then we'll open here. So from here we can go and find the Linux image that has been downloaded before. After that, after we create the virtual machine, and then we need to configure the network connection between Virtualbox and VMware. So this is how we need to go to setting, and then we need to go to the network, and after that we need to choose the host only adapter and name virtual host only internet adapter. Make sure we enable it. Okay, for VMware you can choose here, and then go to the custom, adjust to the VMnet O, and then click OK. So this is setting for VMware. Be in mind, this case actually we want, in real life we want to make a connection between different computer. But since we are using simulation things, we install the virtual machine, both the virtual machine in the single computer. So what we need to do is like we need to make some configuration in the network editor part. Okay, for those students that didn't bring the laptop, or maybe he or she want to try out how to use command line Linux, so the student can go to the helpdesk.org JS Linux. Actually, it's a good tool if you want to learn more about the Linux command, but this thing also got the limitation because these are online tools. So this is the basic command that we need to know For example, CD for open folder. If CD only, move up folder. CD dot dot. So we need to zoom in. You can see dot dot. Dot dot means move up. CP means copy paste. From here, this one is referring for destination. CP negative R referring if you want to copy paste the folder to another folder. RM remove file. RMdir remove folder. MKdir make directory. Touch we can use to create a new file. RM is for remove, delete file. If you want to delete the folder, just type rmdir. MV is rename. So if you want to rename folder or file name, so we can use MV. LS list all program in the directory. So if we put negative A, we can list all file and folder. Nano actually is like a notepad program. Okay, the purpose of notepad program is we can use it to type something, write something in the text file. Same thing with the nano. So in Linux we use it as, we call it a nano, but in Windows we call it a notepad. No. Ctrl X if you want to exit from the nano program. Another word processing, not word processing, I could consider it's like a nano, but another program we call it a vim. So vim will do same thing with the nano. Usually for expert, we use vim rather than nano. If you use nano, if you are a programmer, if you nano, usually people can call you, oh, this guy is just a new guy in the computer. So usually expert, if you want to show off, you will use vim. Okay lah, that's another story. Okay, other command. See, so this is the other command that we need to know when do programming or we use Linux. Actually, there is a many command in Linux. Usually, last time when I was a programmer, there's a lot of command I learned. So sometimes it different with the version of the Linux. Ubuntu maybe a little bit like this, and then when version is improved, the command the command also change, but change a little bit. So this is a command for find, ifconfig for check IP, ping for test internet connectivity, ps or list of process. It's like a task manager. In Linux we call this a ps. Other thing is a net start. It used to show heaps of Unix connection. So this another command Linux. Maybe we can try if you want to learn more. So for example, pwd cd ls lsla mcdir cut less head cmd, something like this one. So I think that's all. So if you have any question, maybe you can raise it in the Canvas discussion. I will open Canvas discussion for my student to ask anything. So okay, let me end this slide and I show you how to use the online tools. Okay, this is how we use online tools like cveditors.com, cveditors, okay. Okay, as I mentioned before, this like a online tools that we use to find vulnerabilities of the hardware product vendor types. For example, you want to find vulnerability for MySQLD. LD. Okay, dumper. So this show vulnerability trends over time. HP bypassing. Okay, why we need to find the vulnerabilities? Okay, as a hacker, we want to find the like a weakness of the system. If you want to find the weakness of the system, the hackers or the pen tester need to understand the system as overall. So this is like a one of many technique that we can use to find the vulnerabilities. So that's why we need to learn these things. Other things, I will show you how to set up virtual machine and networks. Okay. Example, vmware. I will show vmware first. vmware, I just click open virtual machine and then go to the Linux CMA that has been downloaded before, and then just open this one and then open this one for how to set up VMware. So no, not yet. Okay, I want to show you how to set up the Virtualbox. Okay. Okay. First of all, we need to open the program, and then just create new. Create new, and then you need to fill the name, machine folder, type. You need to put Linux, and then find the Ubuntu 64-bit. Adjust the memory, and then use an existing virtual hard drive. Here, you need to add. Okay, since in this Virtualbox I using Kali Linux image, I just click here and then open. That's all. This for set up the visual image in the virtual machine. Okay, how to set up the network? I mean, make a connection between them. So in order to set up connection between them, we need to set up the network adapter. Okay, we go to VMware first. I click here and then click edit virtual machine setting. I go to network adapter. Here I need to find the go to the custom and then find the vmnet.0. That's all. And then I can open it. Okay, this time I want to configure the network adapter in the OS Kali. Click setting. Okay, and then this the option if you want to configure the network of Virtualbox. So in this case, I use a host only adapter and Virtualbox host only internet adapter, and then I just click OK. So I can run it. How to run it? Just press start. Okay, so we can go to here, VMware we are using CYSCA 2014 inbox. So for login, I just type user, 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 enter, and then password. Password is need to wait. Password is CYSCA 2014 user. So done. So how to get out from this VMware? I just click type control alternate. Okay, need to wait. When we talk about the virtual machine, so usually it load many things. So it's a normal thing when if we need to wait such a long time during booting process. Okay, while wait the OS kali, so we can try the basic command here. For example, we can try next if config. Click here. Okay, if config basically is command that we use to know the internet address. So here we are using 192.168.100.200. Basically it's the internet address for this visual VMware. For loopback address is a 127.0.0.1. Okay, under command that we can use it, we can try net start. How about we try net start? What we can see. Okay, so there's a lot. So that's why we need to choose which one we want to see. Here maybe you can see net start negative A. Negative A means all, and then this one means tau O, and then grab TCP. Grab means search. So here we can see the VMware just showing the TCP only. Okay, we can also try another command. How we try another command? Okay, so okay, no need to try the command. We just go to the OS kali. Okay, the password of the OS kali is toor, TOOR. Username ROOT. So root. So password TOOR. So we do a connection between Virtualbox and VMware. So this is a command how to make a connection between Virtualbox and VMware. The address, IP address for VMware is 192.168.100.200. 210. So you're asking about the password. Actually, the password is same with the VMware password. We just type I forgot the password. Let me check first. The password is a CYSEA 2040 user. Go to here again. Just fill out the password. Password is a CYSEA 2014 user. Okay. Now what we can see is like we already successful make connection between OS Kali and VM machine, VMware. So this is VMware. So this is OS Kali OS. So after make a connection, we can try to ping 192.168.100.210. Okay, what is ping actually? Ping basically is a commands that we use to test the network connection. So in this case, 192.168.100.210 actually is a IP address for VMware. So what we do now, we want to test connection. Is it have connection or reflection from them? I mean from VMware or not? Okay, here. Okay, you see here. The OS Kali send the signal ping to the VMware, and then the VMware reply back. This is the reply from VMware. So after that, we know, oh, there is a connection, good connection between the OS Kali and VMware. So how to stop it? Just Control X, Control C, Control C. Okay, now next I will show you the Wireshark. Okay, as I mentioned before, Kali OS Kali is like actually it's a Linux OS. It's like other Linux OS, but the difference between this OS and other OS is Linux is focusing on the penetration testing, which is we can use to hack another computer. So if we click the application part, we see there's a lot of penetration tools here. Password attack, wireless attack, exploitation. Maybe you can try at home. Try one by one. If only function get ring. Okay, we go to the Wireshark. Okay, if you want to go Wireshark, we need to click application, and then internet. Here is a Wireshark. Wireshark is just click OK. It's a network protocol analyzer that we can use to analyze the packet data. how to use, and then click start. So first of all, we need to choose which interface that we want to capture the data. After, so in this here, I just choose ETH0 and then click start. So this is example of the my previous capture. It will show like this: time, source, IP. Okay, how about we open the browser? So this is the browser of Linux OS. You can try. For example, I want to browse web page from vmware. So basically, vmware we are set up as a server. So the IP address of vmware is the 192.210. Okay. So when you click here, you can see this is the thing that inside the vmware server. See? Now we can see the packet. Why we can see the packet? Because we serve the web page from server, which is means if we serve the web page in the specific server, so that means we are sending the packets, and then the destination server also sending the packets, and then after that this software can works. This is the thing that analyze. Here we can see the time, ARP, protocol, from where to where. 200 is here. I mean the OS Kali. It shows specifically details of the interface that we use. In this case, we use an internet interface ID 0. I think that's all. So maybe you can try by your own in your home. If you have any question, just let me know. Just raise up in the Canvas discussion. But however, if you want me to set up like tools, everything like a VMware, you also can contact me. You can contact me by using the Microsoft Team and also the Microsoft Team and the Canvas. No. If you have a problem, if you want to, let's say you want me, you asking help from me, so we can use software like a TeamViewer and Microsoft Team. TeamViewer basically is like a remote desktop software. So if you install it, I can use my computer to control your computer. So easier for me to control the things inside your computer. And then the Microsoft Team we can use as a communication, chatting or video call, something like that. Okay, I think that's all for today. So I hope you can try it. Okay, thank you.